Welcome to Midlife Multis. How's your weekend, Greg?
Oh, Whitey. What a weekend. Like, to be fair, it actually was just Thursday night and I'm still buzzing. What a game of footy.
Good last quarter by you boys.
It was actually a really good game from both teams, I thought.
Yeah.
Hawks couldn't go with us in the last quarter. One of the things, like, I love getting to the footy live. And you can just see so much more about what's going on. And yeah, Hawthorn really had their chance early in that third to put a bit of a gap in it, keep the ball out of balance in the full about 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no. From that point on, I wasn't sure we'd get over the top, but we were in control of the game. And it was just the crowd. I heard a little thing on the radio on the way in this morning. It's just like, the crowd in the background. I still got little tingles.
Are you buying any of the Flagmental merch that Backchat are putting out? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
But you will?
No, I won't. I don't mind a little bit of merch, but I'm not a fan of the early crow, as you well know. So I looked at flights like everyone else. They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Might have to come up with something else.
I thought you guys were huge, and Whitey's edge was bang on with the last quarter fade by the Hawks.
Yep. Yeah, and and Tay Say was spot on. It never got outside that margin.
No.
Never got outside the 24 points. Like the biggest margin was 22, and it was a really comfortable watch for $1.80 collect.
Yeah.
And what you got? You got $1.90, yeah, for
$1.90
like
to win by a point or more.
Yeah, tick.
Yeah.
We put a same game multi out for that game as well, and do you know what, the game worked as I expected. Halfbacks and wingers both got a lot of the ball. Unfortunately, not the winger that I chose for that week.
Yeah.
Johnny looked real sore. Didn't touch it.
No.
But yeah.
But we made up for it on Saturday night, which was nice.
Oh, bang.
It was a bit of a fill-up, really,
Yeah, it really
on
was.
the AFL this week, which was good.
Well, we went
I went 4 out of 5 with my edge. You went 1 from 1.
1 from 1.
We got the $5.50 multi up, which was good.
And it was,
I got 7s about it.
did you? Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you why. All I did was throw in Gold Coast for the win. That was it. And it boosted it to 7s.
That was nice.
Yeah.
But sneaky at the same time.
A little bit.
Yeah. When you get one like that, you think, oh, they're always easy to get.
Yeah.
Right? Because obviously we did the work and it worked.
I think we should use our edge as the foundation for our same gamers because it really worked. It proved it worked.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a couple of ideas that we'll get to in a touch.
Okay.
With some of those as well, but
so should we talk about the edges that won on the weekend?
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
recap them.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want to kick off with yours?
Yeah, mine was either Hawks or Freo to win under 4 goals or less.
Yeah.
Phenomenal value.
And it was an arm wrestle the whole game until the last quarter.
Yeah, and it was still an arm wrestle because, yes, Freo dominated the last quarter, but they couldn't score until the last 5 minutes still, right?
Yeah.
And it's just...
That kick by Amos.
Oh.
He thumped that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really looking like he's come of age, and I think he needs to for Freo to be genuine chances. But it was a really comfortable watch. At no stage did I ever consider even looking at the cash out. Like I was solid.
And I had one in that game, which was Freo at the quarter time line, and my theory behind that was sides travelling to Optus really struggle in the last quarter.
Quarter line.
Yeah, and Freo are very good in the last quarter. So
yeah, I remember when you said that stat last week, and I was just like, I was thinking, I don't think that's 100% true, but it is at Optus.
It is, yeah.
We just haven't been as good on the road.
What doubted the White Dog?
Well, I can remember as coughing up leads late for it to come back close, right? But they were all away.
Yeah.
So I was just, yeah.
So we had that one. The one that didn't pay off for me, and it was pretty close to be fair, was Carlton at the quarter time line.
3 points, wasn't it?
3 points, yeah. So we were close. We had Jake Sinclair under the 29.5.
Yeah.
And to be fair, 20 of those possessions were kick-ins.
Which you always gets, right?
Yeah, but he did nothing.
No.
So we saw it really well, and we cleared that by 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. He got one late, but it was over with a couple of minutes to go.
Yeah.
It was nice.
So that was a relatively easy watch after three-quarter time.
Yep.
And we went the unders, which proved to be well and truly safe.
Yes. That was nice. It was a generous score.
Yeah.
And
what was the last one I had, mate? It was the Crows to cover the line against Richmond coming back from the West.
yeah.
And they covered that as well. So all in all, it was a good weekend.
Yeah. I said, can't do much more than 5 out of 6.
We fed the family. Hopefully they all filled up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What do you have this week for Edge? Have you
man,
done a bit of a deep dive?
I do. I've got a couple that I'm really excited about.
I wonder if we align with any.
Well, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because we haven't chatted about this. So
All right, so I start Thursday night, right? Brisbane Cats.
yeah,
Should be probably the game of the round. But I found
I think Carlton Bulldogs might be now.
yeah, well, yeah, it is the old coach edge.
Yeah.
But I found a bit of a statistical anomaly.
Okay.
All right, and we're getting a good price about this.
Okay.
So Josh Dunkley, right? Really solid footballer. Typically pretty good for your 15 to 20 possessions, right? Consistent, constantly. He's got nowhere near 25 possessions this year.
He's been tagging a bit as well.
Right. But I'm backing him in for 25 plus
Okay.
at 4s.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
So Cats and Brisbane played 3 times last year. Dunkley in all those games, over 30 possessions.
Really?
Over 30 in every single game. 2024, 2 twice, 28 and 26.
So
Games either side, that between that 15 and 20 range.
interesting, because I looked at that same game and I almost had an edge bet.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they intertwine. And
So
that was, I had Lockie traditionally struggles against Geelong.
Yep.
So I had him under 30.
Under 30. Yep.
But I'm not going to play it because it was there wasn't a significant enough edge. But I wonder if they're tagging Lockie, which is freeing up Dunkley.
I think so. It's got to be, right? There's something, we all like know teams against teams that struggle, right? That match up well against each other. Dunkley fills his boots against the Cats, and I'm getting $4 for 25 plus.
So what is the over and under for disposals for that? Did you
I
check
didn't look at that. I just looked at 25 plus at 4s. I think that's great. That's something that we'll have to check out.
Because you could almost do like a little bit of a ladder bet, you know, if you started at the line and then go 20 plus, 22 plus, 24 plus.
Yeah, it could.
If you reckon he's got the potential to get 30 and just...
It could. But I'm going to have a decent crack at the 4s.
Yeah.
And then in my multis, I'm going to have him at 20 plus, which I think is almost a lock, which is $1.60.
All right.
So I just...
Tay-Tay's lock of the week.
Man, $4 for the last 5 times they've played, he's been over.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what we're all about.
You got anything for Thursday night game?
No, like I said, I came very, very close to having Lockie Neal under 30 because I'm sure they'll set his line pretty close to that the way he's going at the moment. He's averaging 30.9 disposals and 7.3 clearances a game. So when we get round to the same game multi, I might play with those, but nothing for an edge bet there.
All right. My next one is in Darwin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's...
You're not nicking mine, are you?
I could be. I'm actually looking at the overs. So the line's been adjusted down to 174.5 this week, right?
Yeah.
After last week. But that Darwin venue typically has scores of 200 plus.
When they play during the day.
Yeah, and nice. So I just think we're a big chance to get overs there. And I like it, the overs.
Okay, I'm on the unders again.
You're on the unders again.
Yeah.
Because of the nighttime.
Yeah, and they're playing later. They're playing at 6:10. and we all saw what happened to that ball in the second half.
Yeah, got slippy.
They didn't score at all in the second half. And they were missing shots at goal, left, right and centre, which gave Sinclair those kick-ins. So what traditionally happens in Darwin is the weather's around 30.
Yeah, you get sound.
But by 6 o'clock, it'll be down to about 22. So by quarter time, it'll be down to 18, 19, and the dew factor will be crazy. So instead of 2 quarters of dew, we're going to have 3.5.
Yeah.
So
good argument.
Yeah.
I just like the average score at the venue versus the 174.
Remember, they were all day games early on.
Yeah, I didn't consider day versus night. Just looked at total
that's
score.
the whole edge of my bet is the dew.
So you still reckon you're getting overs?
Well, what
That's
was it
interesting.
last week? They ended up with 155. So we covered it by 40.
Yeah, that was never in doubt.
Yeah. And look at the teams playing
how
this
many
week.
night games they played in Darwin? Because I just looked at the venue for scores. I didn't look at.
No, not heaps.
I'm gonna hold off on mine with that, and I'm gonna go back and look at night game total scores.
Yeah.
that is relevant.
It is.
Had
And
not
look at
considered
the
that.
opposition as well, because there's a couple of games there that are
Well, I did with that, and I wasn't worried because it looked like just anybody could score up there.
No, there's games there where Gold Coast scored 140 points and the opposition scored 48.
Yeah, which is still a lot,
Yeah.
right? It's still over 174, right?
Yeah, but it's an anomaly scoring 140 points in a game as well.
Or maybe not in Darwin because they've done it a few times, right?
No, not in the evening.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Well, the best data is what we saw last week.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm gonna check the
and
evening.
it's later, so
Check the evening scores. I hadn't done that. I'd only done the average score at the venue.
yeah,
I didn't consider time of day. I did look at the weather forecast. I thought it looked like a reasonable evening.
yeah. But you're going to get the dew regardless there.
Yeah.
So
Good. What's your next one, if any?
yeah. So I've got just the Archie Roberts factor. He's killing it at the moment, and I don't think the bookies have caught on to him yet. I think they're still looking at him as a young midfielder and not giving him the respect he deserves. Over the season, he's averaging 33.7 disposals a game.
Yep.
And last week he had 42 against North, which is a pretty good midfield as well. So I thought against Fremantle, a team that allows a lot of marks against, in fact, Freo are number one for marks against in the AFL.
Yeah, we give up the short one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he might just be able to click over 30 disposals pretty easily, and I don't think they'll be afraid of him, so they're not really going to lock him down.
No, probably not.
It's not a game that they're going to lose. So,
Well, you hope not, right?
I did early Crow against Essendon a few years ago, but I thought the line at 30 was pretty reasonable there.
Yeah, so
I think Freo hold no fears. They rank number one for marks against. So I'll take the overs on Archie Roberts, who's having a standout year.
He's having a pretty good year, isn't he?
Yeah. Do you have any more?
Hawks and Melbourne game.
Yeah, I have that also.
All right, I wasn't playing in Frio's game mainly because I'm just
Purple glasses.
yeah, and although Freo look like they're a new team, I carry some scars. So I don't like when I look at it logically. You can't see Freo getting beat. They should win comfortably. But I've thought that before and been horribly wrong.
Okay, so what do you have?
Hawks Melbourne, right? I got a bit of mail out of the Hawks dressing room.
Mm.
They're pretty banged up.
Mm.
It's a solid game, right? Gunson's ankle might be a bit worse than you think, although he might get up. And Battle's shoulder, he couldn't lift his arm above his head apparently.
Yeah.
So also banged up. Obviously, Brass did his hammy. That's their two key pillars down back. Gonski. And Melbourne are playing pretty good footy.
Mm.
All right. They haven't had to travel back from Perth. You can get $1.41 for either team for under 39.5.
Okay. Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah, I think that's a lock bet in all your multis and everything else.
Yep.
Yeah, just
I don't mind it.
put $1.41 for less than an 8-goal margin between a banged up Hawks and a Melbourne team that's flying in Melbourne.
Yeah. Well, I've got another leg for that multi for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm following my edge from last week with Richmond. It's the team travelling back from WA.
Yeah.
And as you said, it was a hard game last week, tired legs, a few injuries. I'm taking Melbourne at the fourth quarter line.
Yep.
I think they'll fade out late, and Melbourne seem to just have run and run and run.
Yeah.
So plus 4.5 in the last quarter for Melbourne.
That's not bad. I like it.
Yeah, so getting $1.91 for that.
And then they can both come in, right? So $1.41 and $1.91 is $2.40 or so. And
Yeah, I thought they were good.
nice.
Yeah, throw them in.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think a few of those lob. I'm not as convinced with my Darwin one now. But yeah, it's interesting that we're head to head.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah.
I might pull out.
You probably should. Don't take on the white dog. I've got one more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you out?
That's the edges I could find.
I've got an overs. And it's at Marvel Stadium and it's playing super quick. It's playing like a good 3 at the moment.
It is.
And I think St Kilda's current style of play is underrated by the bookies. I think everyone still sees St Kilda as a boring, slow-moving footy club. But
They're playing pretty decent footy.
But they're playing good. They're scoring. I think the drive out of half-back and guys like Wilkie, they're taking on the corridor. They're getting shots at goal now.
Yeah.
So I thought Richmond, they got really no small defenders. So I think their little fly forwards like Jack Higgins can have a bit of a field day. And I'm taking the overs at 179.
So match total, yeah, 179.
Yeah, in the total of 179 at $1.90.
Have you considered that NASA's out?
Yeah, I have. I saw them play against Gold Coast last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't hate it. Like Marvel is a fairly high scoring. You wouldn't think that Ross is going to feel the need to really lock the game down against Richmond.
No, I just think it's going to be a pretty free flowing game. Really, I think
shootout.
Richmond get their shots at goal. They can score pretty quickly. They're never going to win the game, but
shootout. And the Saints have already shown that
they've scored 100 quite a few times now. So
if they get on top, they keep the foot down. When they beat the Eagles by 100 and stuff. No, I like it.
Yeah. So there's a bit of one from left field, and then I've got one which is absolutely no edge whatsoever. But I think GWS will just thump West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast are in a world of hurt.
And I think GWS, as I said, this is no edge. It's just a bet that I want to have this weekend where I think a 10-goal plus blowout is there.
It's on the cards.
Yeah, I mean, Eagles have lost Cripps, and I think that's big for them.
Is this another one of your 100 points, or is it a 60-pointer?
What's the weather like here on Sunday? It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty nice.
Yeah. I might do a bit of a ladder bet. I might go 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. But I can't see them getting within 10 goals of the Giants. And I don't rate the Giants either, to be honest. I just think they really need to win, and they're a much better side than West Coast, and they move the ball so quick, the Giants. Yeah. So, like I said, it's not an edge bet. It's just a bet that I really want to have, and I want to share it with the team. So when it happens, you don't say, "Why didn't I share it?"
Fair enough, too, because I absolutely would. So obviously, I'm still alive in my rollover or let it ride bet.
Yep. What are you up to at the moment?
Well, I started the reload with 100, and I'm up to 250, I think.
Yeah, good.
From the 2 weeks. So
yeah.
where
are you taking me at the end of the year?
Well, at this
Melbourne
stage, I'll be paying for my flights to get over for Freo Granny. But this week, I'm just taking Sydney.
Okay.
That's it. Just straight out. They're about $1.21 at the moment. I thought about the Suns if Butters missed with the MRO, but he's been cleared.
Yeah.
I just
A lot of Indigenous boys at Port.
Yeah.
From the Territory. They're going to have their supporters.
Yeah, they will. So I'm not going there. I'm just taking Sydney and getting through. I thought about throwing in Freo. I thought about throwing in GWS, and I just went, that's just getting greedy. I'm not as confident in. I'm confident in Freo, but there's no value in that bet.
Remember, it's not about value; it's about the inevitable.
Yes,
yeah.
But you got to consider price with every bet you ever have.
Not with the let it ride.
I think you do. Okay. I think you still need to consider it.
All right. Well, that's it for AFL Edge.
Yeah.
On to Silks and Salts.
Saltsies.
Well,
bit of a boring weekend.
Another
the horses.
Shit week in racing, but did all right.
It's that time of year, right?
Yeah. I had 2 bets for the weekend. One came in at $8.50 and the other missed by a lip to you.
Yeah.
It's not often you get on the winning side of things lately.
Fuck off, mate. I slaughter you in the horses.
You're a dead set milk drinker.
Remember Cal Cup Day?
Oh, how can I forget? It was horrible.
When I kept tipping you winner after winner after winner after winner.
And I took you on and took you on.
They kept losing, kept laughing at you.
But I seem to recall our last trip, you said to me, this is just like Cal Cup, but reversed.
Yeah, but then I came good.
Yeah, on one. Bonjoy.
Still came good late. Superman.
Look, our quaddie missed by 1 and it would have paid very, very nice.
Yeah, so we found the roughie in the last, right? And like, yeah, our midlifers might not know, or edges is what we want to call ourselves these days. We do our quaddies together, so you get those random legs in, right? You know, I threw in the 11 in the last leg.
Yeah.
Purely on Peters and weight.
That was a good call.
Yeah. And it had the world perfect run. Looked like it was going to get there sort of, and just ground and somehow got there. Like it's not a horse you want to follow.
No, and Meletier totally ruined my day. It was the last leg of a multi and I had it going for $30.
Yeah, that hurts.
So that one stung. And of course we had that in a quaddie.
Yeah. We had it, and we had
and they wrote it upside down, right?
Yeah, and we had 6-inch heels as the backup.
Did nothing.
Well, it did nothing. It was also written the wrong way, right? So we had worried about Ascot being a bit
leader bias.
Yeah. So Mladia usually gets back, but because of the bias, they tried to lead all the way at a ridiculous tempo and folded up.
I showed great restraint. I didn't get angry. I went for a walk.
Just moved on.
I went for a walk along the river and just calmed down.
Yeah.
But King of Rosso was my big one.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Interesting to see if he goes to the Stradbroke now, do you think?
He's got to get close. I'm not sure he's up to the Straddy. Like some good horses usually
It depends
go there.
what weight he gets.
Yeah.
It is a handicap.
It is.
So
it is. He's also racing well right time of the year. I threw it out on this program actually, Asterix for the
well done.
For the Goblin.
It paid 12s in
12s
the end, I think. Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
That's a horse I think you can follow going forward. I couldn't find a market for the big dance, but it's now qualified. So I think it could be one that could actually get that done.
And one of our favourites just did it again, Pride of Jenny.
Oh.
How good is that girl?
She's
still one of my greatest watches live, watching her.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I don't bet in her races anymore.
No.
I can't catch her.
But you don't need to. You can just enjoy watching them.
Just enjoy watching
blowing
her
up fields and
bang. My old boy was on half yours actually. I said, you're crazy betting in that. He broke one of his own rules, which is also not to bet in Pride of Jenny rules.
Yeah.
So he fucked around and found out.
Yeah. Half yours ran well.
It did, but
Birdman ran well.
It's a Jenny race, right?
Yeah.
They're too hard to pick.
Extra Galactic nearly got home for me in the Goodwood.
I thought you were home.
Yeah.
I thought you were home live.
Yeah.
I thought he's got there. Good on him. I didn't have a bet in the Goodwood.
No.
once Ray came out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's injured. He's off to the paddock now. But
it just set up perfectly for Extra Galactic with Ray out, the lightweight, progressive horse, but just couldn't quite get there.
I still think it did.
I don't know how it lost. I looked at it and cheered. I thought, yeah it's done.
I was thinking of you when I saw it. you poor bastard.
Yeah.
That was bastard.
What do you like for this week?
The only race of any note is the Doomben 10,000, right?
Yeah.
A really solid race.
Not the Scone Cup? You're not looking at that?
No, I'm not. I'm not. The only race I've looked at is the Doomben 10,000. Like the barriers draw was done this morning. And I think Afterburners can win it. Zachy Burton aboard, barrier 7.
Back up in Queensland. Gollan thinks a lot of it, doesn't he?
Yeah, and when you get one of the world's best, if not the world's best, on the back of a horse, it doesn't have to improve much.
Mm.
Yeah, it gives an extra half a length or a length. You might be getting it done.
Yeah. I'm going to take you on. I'm going to take you on with Private Eye. Back up in Queensland where it's
raced really well up there.
Yeah, it seems to be its happy spot. Barrier 3, give it options. It'll be up on the pace, how it rides. Just needs that little split, which it should get at Doomben, and fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, like I said,
why don't we put out the Quinella?
Yeah.
Or you just want to go straight out the Exacta, mine first and yours second?
Mate, come on. If Napoleonic gets in the field, I think barrier 10's okay for him with J Mac aboard. I think it could be a big danger. So
that's a trifecta.
I think he was second emerging Napoleonic, but what's his name is scratched because it got bit by the stingray.
Lady Camelot, yeah.
Bit by a stingray. You think you've heard it all, right?
Yeah. He got Irwined. Too soon?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, I think Napoleonic, as the rising 3-year-old, gets in well.
Yeah.
If it gets a start.
Well, no doubt. Well, we're not at Ascot anymore. We're at Belmont this week. So interesting to see how the track plays there. It's normally pretty fair, Belmont.
If you're looking for like an edge for Belmont and stuff, like you can go back through. Pikey always rides winners first week back at Belmont. I know he usually does. He just seems to adjust back to Belmont quicker than everyone else.
Yeah.
So like if you can find him on something that's like he might just have a bit of an advantage for the track.
Well, we've had great weather, so it won't be a bog. It'll be...
Belmont's a beautiful track. Like
I think there's a bit of rain coming the next few days, but it'll probably be a soft 5.
Yeah.
We'll put out a quaddie
Yeah.
Because I like putting out the WA quaddies, and it
probably
gives people over east something to look at, late in the day as well.
Yeah, and they're just good fun, right?
Yeah, and we were very close to jagging at Big Collect. We'll get one.
If she doesn't ride it upside down, it gets up.
Yeah,
it was
fucking jogs.
Huge. I mean, she's ridden to the pattern, so you can't even be that critical.
No,
but yes,
yeah. All right, we'll keep an eye out. We'll throw the quaddie up on Instagram, and we'll throw up
same gamers and everything else.
Yeah,
beautiful.
All right, that's it for Silks and Salts. Time for Grip It and Rip It.
The golf.
So we're still going okay, mate. We lost 4 units. Jake Knapp got scratched again with his thumb, which is a real concern. I really want to back him this week.
It's hard though. Like it's pretty important on your golf club.
Yeah, and I know he's been saving himself for this.
Yeah.
But also, this week is the PGA Championship. It's a major. It's a big event. It's a bit different to the courses that have been played recently, and I don't know it sets up all that well for Nappy. Aronimink, it's long enough. It's past 70, 74,000 yards. I guess the difference with this one and the others is being a bomber can lead you into big trouble. So the rough is long,
Yeah.
You can't get any spin out of it if you can get the ball out of it, and all the fairways roll into the rough. So hitting it long doesn't necessarily give you the reward that it does on the softer courses, right?
Yeah.
So bombers that spray it a bit like Nat, you could find yourself with 7s and 8s pretty quickly.
So what are we looking for? What wins?
Well, they haven't had a major here for 30 odd years.
So we don't know.
So no, we know that when it's set up for a standard course, kind of -10 wins it. But what we do know about the course is it's a second shot course. So it's your approach to the green.
Yeah.
But traditionally, when you're looking at approach to the green with these big hitters, you're kind of looking at wedges, 9-irons. This one, even your big hitters are going to be chunking it out of the bush, and you're really looking at people that can hit it from 175 yards to 225 yards approaching a green and landing it on the right quadrant of that green as well.
Yep.
So the guy that that's one of the key stats. And then secondly, doesn't matter how good you are, you're going to miss greens, scrambling, right? I don't think putting is as important. Putting and driving aren't as important. It's really bogey avoidance, you know.
Cool.
So the person that jumps off the page to me is Korin Morikawa, right? But he's injured.
Yeah.
He's got this back which works one week, doesn't work the next. You know, he ended up with T5 at the Masters playing with it, so it can't T7, sorry. So it can't be that bad. But he says what it does is he lacks confidence to swing at 100%. Having said that, I can't leave him out.
Okay.
So
are we getting a price or?
You're getting 41s. So I have to have him each way.
Don't need much to find out, do you?
No. I'm not going to back any of the favourites this week, but I'm not going to talk anyone out of them because Cam Young is
playing good golf until the last round. I thought we were in a real sniff.
Yeah.
Right?
He's in great form. I couldn't talk anyone out of him. Scheffler, I'm not taking $5 in a major, right?
No, I did think he was good on the scramble, and he does set up well for
he does.
The course, doesn't he?
And this is what I'm saying. I would not talk anyone out of him. And if he wins this, he's got the Grand Slam. He needs to win a PGA. So this will be the most important major for Scotty this year, right? And Spieth. He needs it for a Grand Slam as well. But I can't back him on his form. And Rory's $7. Like,
yeah, Rory's short, isn't he? Considering, I know he won the Masters, but he hasn't done much else.
Yeah, and
he's still
he
getting
blew
that
up
taste.
at last week.
Yeah.
So
that.
So I'm going to take a couple of roughies, and I'm going to take them. Keep an eye out for markets without. I don't care, but talking about bookies, we're not supported by any, so it doesn't really matter. But Sportsbet have a market now where you can get a field without Rahm, Scheffler, Rory, and Young. So
they're all separate though, right? Just one player out?
No, all four of those out.
Okay.
So Colin goes from 41 to 28, which I think is good.
Yeah.
And then you just have a win bet. You don't need to go each way then. Then the other guy that really jumps off the page as far as those stats we're looking at, and who's actually a better scrambler than Colin, is Tommy Fleetwood. And I know he's a perennial bridesmaid, and that's why I like him in a market without those guys, because he'll be there.
Yeah.
And he broke his drought by winning the FedEx Cup last year. He's in good form.
He's always just there, isn't he?
He's always there.
Just can't quite.
But if you look at his strengths, the approach with long irons and scrambling. So you're getting 26s about him. And
Is that in the without or just straight out?
no, straight out. But I would take him straight out as an each way play. But if you want him without the rest, he's 18s. So I'll probably take him 18s minus those golfers.
Yep.
And then I'll take a separate bet for him to finish top 10.
Okay, top 10.
Yeah. And then I've had two other bets which I've had in recent weeks. So they're tickets I'm holding on to.
Yeah.
Ricky Fowler just seems to have found form. And I know he's not a name that you often hear about now, but I backed him 2 weeks ago at 120 to 1. And I think you'll find he's about between 51 and 67 now after he finished second last week.
Yeah, decent tournament.
Yeah, and finished with 6 under on the final day. He's still yet to win a major. And he might be just peaking at the right time.
Yeah, cool.
The other guy I have is my old favourite, and I love backing him in majors, especially the PGA where he's won 3, Brooks Koepka. And I told you to back him last week before he played well.
Yeah, I didn't get on.
And I got him at 77 to 1, which I'm pretty happy with because the best price you can get now is 40s. And I don't know if anyone watched him play last week, but his tee to green was as good as I've seen it. His putter was shit. If he can make the putter click,
Big chance, right?
big chance.
40s is enough still to find out. If you
Yeah.
can putt.
Mate, you having won 3 of them, of course it sets up perfectly for him. You'd be mad not to have something on him. He did shoot 7 under in the 3rd round. The putter clicked. So,
It's close.
yeah, so Koepka I'm really keen on.
Yeah, look, that seems like a pretty decent bet to me.
And then those players that I put out, have a couple of fun little bets, like build your own same game multis. Most of the bookies are letting you have same games on the golf now.
Really?
Ladbrokes is the best. Ladbrokes and Neds, they've got the most options and the most flexibility. Go have a look at those and take my players and have top 20, top 40, make the cut. You'll get it up to $5 or $6 pretty easily. And like you mentioned earlier, Tab have cash back for
the Purple Monster.
Yeah.
They have they run a special on most majors. Like you get your stake back up to whatever it is in your account for if you're within 10 shots.
Yeah, so
for an outright.
Take my bets aside. If there's one of the faves anyone likes out of Scheffler, Rory, or Cam Young, bet on the Purple Monster. They'll be within 10 shots in the final day.
Yeah, I mean, Chef is it's basically a free shot on Chef most of the time.
Yeah, I would think Young on this track as well. And you're getting double the price.
I did want to ask you about Fitzy. How does it set up for him? Because he's just playing good golf.
Yeah, good. Fitzy will be there because again he's a good great scrambler.
Yeah. He's just he's in form, right?
His approach with the irons is good as well. He can get a bit wayward off the tee though.
And so the long grass could hurt him.
Yeah. No, I could not talk you out of Fitzy.
Yeah, I might have something small.
His brother's in the field as well.
There's only one Fitzy.
His brother was 3rd round leader. Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah. No, I couldn't talk you out of Fitzy. He fits the profile as well.
Oh,
mate, it's a full field, so
yeah, you got to draw the line somewhere, right?
Yeah, you've got to. There's only so many you can take.
There is.
Yeah. All right, that's it for me for the golf. Anything you wanted to add?
No, not for the grip and rip it.
Any special tips from outside again?
No, I just, you can't back OKC because they're far too short, but they look like they're going to get it done, like they have done all year.
Spurs, mate. Watch out for the Spurs.
Did you see Webby's elbow the other day? That was huge.
How do you not miss a week?
I don't know. But that's what 6 weeks in the AFL, and he's just gone.
Yeah,
that was
I had a funny little bet today on the NBA. I was driving home from work and
pulled over. I'm sure.
No, I was listening to the radio, and they said that the Timberwolves are $91 to win it.
Yeah,
and I just thought, well, $10 to win, 910.
Yeah,
if they roll San Antonio tomorrow, then they're in it up to their eyeballs.
Oh, and they're into 15s, and you can just lay right and get the profit either way. So
so that was the only little one out of left field I had, but we're in a bit of a holding pattern with sport and racing at the moment.
Yeah,
cricket's going to kick off soon, and that's going to be good.
Yeah, I don't bet in the IPL. I
don't even enjoy the IPL.
Yeah, I struggle to find it interesting. Yeah. Oh, I love cricket. Even the F1 is, it's back this week, but I'm not interested because it's a track that Mercedes should dominate.
Yeah,
it's short.
I'm very happy with my golf and AFL at the moment, and throwing a couple of horse races.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep. All right, that's it for this week. Godspeed.